Lean Startup by Ries, summarized by Vic Simon and voiced by Uyo. When I was starting my first company, I was thinking of how I would cope with a running business and my 8-to-5 job at that time. So I asked a friend, who was my consultant, if I could indicate on the company's website the time I want customers to call or hire a call representative to pick the calls. Among numerous things I needed to do, my friend advised me to get on the phone and answer the calls myself to cut costs and have direct information and feedback from the customers, which we will then use to reposition the company if the need be. I know, it's very difficult to do so many things with a single head, yet that's what you have to do as a startup owner. When you're just starting a company, you may be the marketer, the accountant, the customer care rep, and many things in between. One of the major lessons in Lean Startup is a startup owner must be a jack of all trade and master of all. By the way, if this is your first time on our channel, welcome and consider subscribing because we'll help you to read all the world's best books under 7 minutes. Let's move to the second lesson. In one of our brainstorming sessions one day, my friend and business partner pointed out how all the online shopping companies in our country were not making money because they were competing with prices. The market became saturated and all the companies started using prices as their unique selling point to make customers buy. After a long fruitless fight, one of the companies began to have financial problems and sought new investors. The new investors came and 2 out of the 3 companies merged to form one. Unfortunately, these companies still continue to compete with prices as their unique selling promise. Don't tell anyone, it's just a matter of time. These companies will still die a natural death if they don't find other ways to position themselves other than having best prices. Most inexperienced entrepreneurs often think they could win a market just by selling cheaper than other competitors. Don't do that. The only way to build a viable company is to figure out what the customer wants and be the best at giving them the exact thing they want at a price that gives you a good profit margin. The second important lesson in Lean Startup is, as a startup owner, your job is to find out what your customers want and how you can make good money by being the best at giving them what they want. Around 2010, one of the founders of Iroko TV, Jason Joku, got an idea to build a business around distributing African movies when he discovered that it was always difficult to get African movies outside the continent of Africa. Without wasting time, Jason was able to get into a partnership deal and together they raised about $25 million from foreign investors. This investment made their new company one of the biggest .com businesses in West Africa. The third important lesson in Lean Startup is every startup owner must be sure there is large demand for his product or service before starting out. Before Henry Ford joined the business of automobile, little or nothing was known about the business model of mass production. Almost everyone tried to produce whatever they produce in small quantities. Before Ford came into the scene, cars were only affordable by those in the upper class of then American society. Ford came up with an outstanding mass production model that made him fortune and allowed him to dominate the automobile market. Because Ford was able to figure out how to mass produce cars, Ford could sell cars which are affordable by the middle class of the American society. Because Ford could sell to the middle class, he could sell to several thousands of people and he could be sure that his business model would walk far to the future. The fourth lesson in the Lean Startup is a startup owner must develop his own business model which is capable of working now and in the future. Recently, I was not getting the result I wanted on one of our businesses, so I decided to watch a YouTube video on how to improve it. I then got a video that was particularly addressing that challenge I was facing in the business. I immediately picked up the phone and called one of my employees to effect what I just learned, and like magic, I started seeing the result. This is one of the ways I get new spices to add to my business. If you're an employee, you may not have so much to learn, especially if you're not so ambitious about climbing the corporate ladders. However, if you're an entrepreneur, you must wake up every day to look for how to improve your business. That means you must find a way to get education. No, I don't mean that you must go back to school. Sorry, no school or college will teach you entrepreneurship. How can poor lecturers teach you how to make money? The right education is right at the library and on the internet. Get in front of experienced entrepreneurs. Pick up their books and audio training. Lean, lean, and lean. The fifth lesson in the lean startup is, as a startup owner, you must constantly educate yourself. Now, let's discuss. What lessons do you think I missed in this book? What points would you like to add? Which other good books would you like our team to summarize next? We love to receive your comments. If you love this summary, our team will be very happy if you can like this video and share it with your friends on social media. And if you're not subscribed to our channel, subscribe now and turn on the notification, because we'll help you to read all the best books in the world within 7 minutes. Kindly watch the next video we recommend to you in your screen right now. We love you.